welcome here to the third race of the season of Season 9 of the NNSCRA Snickers Cup Series, as we are here live from Texas.
Engines!
The command to fire up the engines in all three divisions has been given. We're moments away from 3 34-lap events here. Last week was absolutely unbelievable at Rockingham, UK. Connor Breton, Danny Wells, and Tanner Sullivan all go into victory lane. We've had 4 races so far this season and 4 different race winners. Will we see our first repeat winner here this season in one of tonight's division races at Texas Motor Speedway? We'll be finding out as in Division 1, Gene Sanford and John Cittadino. They're the front row. Front row in Division 2 is Eric Burton and Jonathan Zorline. And then Stephanie Gardner and Dunn LaPrade make an all-rookie front row in Division number 3. It's going to be an interesting 3 races here for sure, as we already have Levi McIntyre on quite a rampage as of late. He won the Daytona 500, and then he followed it up last week in Division 3 of the Snickers Cup Series event at Rockingham, UK with a 2nd place finish. So he's definitely been dominating the points. And another interesting thing too that I was thinking about is the fact that we have those 16 chase spots again this season. Right now they're filled. 4 of those spots are filled by Levi McIntyre, Breton, Sullivan, and Danny Wells due to their wins this season. Will we see some other people put their names into possible contention for a chase spot? We're about to find out. As all 3 divisions come down, the green flag is out. We're underway here in race number 3 of the Snickers Cup Series. Stephanie Gardner had the best jump out of everybody in Division 3, moves to the lead. Gene Sanford now going to take the top spot in Division 1. Cole Daly trying his darndest to push Eric Burton to the lead over there in Division 2. And he hasn't quite yet cleared Jonathan Zorling. Has Burton now? It looks like he finally has in 3 and 4. Luigi Victorino, you can see there, he ended up just getting the apron. Nice save by the 25 out of Gonzalez S3 Motorsports. Close call there. As now the battle's on for the lead in Division 2. Cole Daly going to get the run to the bottom of Eric Burton. Bob Jones right behind him with Nick Pericles. There's James McLeod in Division 1 being run down by Charles Jackson. That'd be for 2nd. Alex Hawkins got a big hornet's nest behind him with Jonathan, Joshua Mudd, Jay Barker, Zach Buchanan right there as well, running top 5 in points, and Sean Henley just up ahead of him. As Charles Jackson, whoa, we may have a caution or something because, yep, I thought I saw some cars going to the apron there. And Andreas Allen's running into trouble in Division 1. Car is stalled on the racetrack and is going to have to teleport to pit road. Look at the 3 wide back there in Division 2. Looks like Austin Weiner got a piece of that incident over in Division 1. Dylan Pote might also have been party to the incident. Battle's on for 2nd in Division 2. Stephen Paul III trying to run down Henry Nova. Trying to look in Division 1, see if anybody else was involved. Oh, Brandon Gonzalez from the 23. So we do have a caution in Division 1 for the first time here tonight at Texas. Watching over in Division 2, good battle between a couple of rookies, Nick Pericles and Nathan Ormond. Not much developing over in Division 1 right now. As pit stops go on in I meant not much developing in Division 3, my apologies. Division 1, they're actually making pit stops. Oh, caution's out in Division 2. Lyndon Wright's encountered problems. Henry Cavanaugh has been involved. Benjamin Miles, you can see some right or left side damage to his Domino's Pizza Toyota. Kyle Corbett may also have been involved. So we're under caution in both Divisions 1 and 3, and now in Division 2, and now in Division 3. Trouble happening there. Mason Powers actually was on pit road over in Division 2. And I thought I saw Alex Hawkins in trouble in Division 3. Apparently not. I don't know who it was I saw in trouble then. Oh, it was Nathan Hudson. So Hudson in trouble here in Division 3. It looks like only a single car incident here in the Division 3 race. As we're going to look in Division 1 at the replay of our first caution. Looks like Ty Dent got the wall coming off of 2. Clips Andreas Allen. Allen going to come down into Johnny Gardner. That's going to cause Andreas Allen's car to snap around. There was also problems back behind them. with Poteet, Weiner, and Brandon Gonzalez. We'll look at that in a moment. Pit stops going on over in Division 2. I think that, yeah, Bob Jones going to be first off pit road. Stephanie Gardner leading in the Division 3 drivers for their first pit stop. Now looking at Division 1 at the replay of what happened to Austin Weiner. He also got the wall. Just like Andreas Allen came down off the nose of Noah Hart into Dylan Poteet. And Brandon Gonzalez kind of had nowhere to go. Looking at Division 2 at a replay, Mason Power got up and into the wall there. And he's going to collect Lyndon Wright. Webster Zygarde also got a slight piece of that. Oh, and then Mason comes back up into Benjamin Miles, then back down in front of Henry Kavanaugh. Almost collected Jeffrey Finguy as well. Robert Piette does a nice job of avoiding. I think Kyle Corbett may have actually gotten through it as well. Looking in Division 3, there's the Nathan Hudson incident. Into the wall, gets into Derek Pemberton in the 181. And then he's going to just slide down the back straightaway. I believe Rohit Arvu gets around him. So it was just a single car incident there in Division 3. And then over here in Division 2, take a look here. Lyndon Wright, he was the one that 79 came down into. I think he didn't exactly appreciate that. Tempers flaring here at Texas, as he's going to spin the 79 around again. So Lyndon Wright not at all happy with the 79 of Mason Powers, as that was our first caution of the evening in Division 2. Getting ready to restart here in Division 1. Gene Sanford, the leader, over Charles Jackson. The lap car of Andreas Allen on the inside line, who is up to speed. The only reason Andreas Allen is off the lead lap now is because of the fact that Andreas got caught on that little area there connecting the racetrack with the apron and was not able to get the car refired. We're getting ready to go back to green in Division 3 as well. Stephanie Gardner leading Dorian Facepuncher and Stephen Pollard III. And then we're getting ready to go green in Division 2. Danny Wells and Isaac Canepa stayed out under those pit stops, and Bob Jones was the first one to come out. He's restarting in third. So they're going to make their way around the damaged car of Mason Powers. Matthew Dallio going to use the lap machine, well actually now on the tail end of the lead lap car of Andreas Allen to get himself to the front. John Citadino following, and he saw Charles Jackson get a real nice run through the middle of the corner there in 1 and 2, as he's now going to go battle side by side with Citadino for what would be the second position. Remember, the 77 is now on the tail end of the lead lap, but he's not battling for the lead at the moment. Joshua Mudd now going to move by Dorian Facepuncher in Division 3, move to second. James Qualls going to move to third. Whoa, Stephen Pollard III almost turned Dorian Facepuncher down into Trent Dunham and Carson Gum and company. Close call there. Bob Jones has been able to clear Isaac Canepa for second. Now going to try and run down Danny Wells for the lead. Christopher Pierce right behind him. Battle on for the lead in Division 1, as there's caution in Division 3. Dunn LaPrade has had something happen to him, and that's put us under the yellow for the second time in Division 3. Meanwhile, Citadino going to take the lead in Division 1. Looks like Rohit Arvu in Division 3 was also involved. And we got trouble in Division 2. Brandon Crasta and his Mercedes is on the pit lane. Carter Fargo is involved as well, so we're under caution in 2 divisions. P.J. Williams also collected in it. As you look at a replay of what happened in Division 3, it was actually Rohit Arvu that got hit by Chris Kyle, who I think got the wall. Came down, clipped Dunn LaPrade. Oh, and LaPrade got a hit from somebody else there. I don't know who that was. Oh, that was Ryan Rezzo in the 911. As Danny Wells now going to have to come to pit road here under the caution in Division 2. He and Isaac Canepa did not pit under the first caution. It's going to lose them some valuable track position. Caution out in Division 1. And I don't know who exactly it involves. So we're looking on board with Ryan Rezzo in Division 3 there at that incident. And in Division 2, looks like Zach Krastowski got on the apron, came back up into Carter Fargo, collected P.J. Williams and Brandon Crasta, and Noah Hart's the reason for the caution in Division 1. James McLeod also damaged on the left side of his Amazon.com Chevrolet. We're going to look in Division 2 here at a replay of why the 121 went to the apron. Here he is, just behind the Eric Powers machine. And I don't know. Then you see he's going to come up there into the Carter Fargo machine, and that's what caused that incident. Restart here for the drivers of Division 3. Stephanie Gardner back out in front. Looks like no drivers making pit stops in Division 1. James Qualls in second there in Division 3. As they're battling here, they're getting ready to restart Division 2. Let's take a look at a replay of what happened in the Division 1 second caution of the day. James McLeod going to get the wall, comes down, gets into Michael Norman, and last time out's winner in Division 1, Tanner Sullivan, our winner from Rockingham, UK, was collected. Oh man, that's a hard hit there for Noah Hart. That's what happened there. McLeod the one getting the walls. They're back to green in Division 2. Battle for the lead in Division 3, James Qualls going to be the first leader of Division 3. Whoa, look at Joshua Collard. Slow there. I think he had to bail out of some kind of a problem. I don't know rightly what it was, but nice save by the 39. Christopher Pierce battling side by side with Bob Jones in Division 2 as James Qualls takes the lead. Stephanie Gardner's been dominating the Division 3 race, but now loses the lead for the first time tonight. Joshua Mudd into second. Third place now is Gardner. Fourth, Buchanan. Fifth, Tristan Wilhoy. And we're looking at Chris Dollerton up now in the third position. Caution flag back out in Division 3. This time it's going to involve, it looks like, the 64 of Alex Pedro. Caution out in Division 2 with Christopher Pierce leading the way. And this one going to involve, it looks like, Eric Burton, Brad Mojo in the 34. Isaac Canepa, I believe, involved. Benjamin Miles, more damage on his machine. The 79 of Mason Powers. Danny Wells may have gotten a piece of it as we're back green in Division 1. Canepa coming to pit road. Apparently that strategy he had did not work out. Looking in Division 3, yes, it was Sean Galligan that time that got the wall. Got turned down by Jay Barker, rather, into Alex Pedro. Galligan going to pound the inside wall. 3 wide for the lead in Division 1, Matthew Dallio sticking Andreas Allen in the middle. John Cittadino rim riding on the high side, and wow, in Division 2, a lot of stuff happening there. Brad Mojo got turned by Benjamin Miles. I think that was Webster Zygarde turned Lyndon Wright. Eric Burton, Danny Wells, Isaac Canepa all got together. Oh, and then Henry Cavanaugh comes down. He's going to hit the 81 of Lyndon. As good battling still going on here in Division 1. Now it's Ben Braley going to the front. And you look in Division 2, yeah, Robert Piette came down into Eric Burton, down into Danny Wells, down into Isaac Canepa. It was like 3 or 4 different things that happened and all merged in the same area. Well, there's another problem up there as well. I think Kyle Corbett got turned up the track by somebody. Whoa, 3 wide for second back there. McCrory, Gelfie. Oh, and Luigi Victorino gets turned around in the middle of the pack in Division 1. And it looks like he's the only one involved. You see over there in Division 2, yeah. Piette came back up into Carson Gum. Collects Mason Powers. Webster Zygarde comes up into this. PJ Williams also was involved. And Sanford, Charles Sanford in the 03 was in it. Henry Cavanaugh gets turned straight up the track and hits the wall. Got trouble over in Division 1. Harrison Langford, Winston Powers, Kyle Miller, Nick Alton. James McLeod also may be involved as well again. As we're looking in Division 2 at an onboard with Kyle Matthews. Nice avoidance by the 24. Brendan Berg may have also been involved in the Division 1 incident. As the battle continues down Division 3, it's been a while since they've had a caution flag. It's James Qualls leading, Stephanie Gardner in second. Third place, Tristan Wilhoy. Now a battle for fourth between Chris Dollerton and Joshua Mudd. Stephen Pollard III right in that mix, along with David Rivera, Zach Buchanan, Sean Henley. As we look over in Division 1, a replay of what happened to Luigi Victorino. Looks like he's going to get the wall and come down across off the nose of Corey Williams and Daniel Boyles. Whoa! Careful down there in Division 3. That's Levi McIntyre, the points leader. He's Zach Buchanan and Carson Gum all near about wrecked with each other. Back on the restart on lap of Division 2. That's lap 21 that they're on. Division 3 is already to lap 26. That's due to the fact they haven't had as many cautions as the other two divisions. taking a look here. Something else happened here. In Division 1, Corey Williams came up off the nose of Chris Louviere up into John Cittadino. Harrison Langford gets involved. Daniel Voiles gets turned up into the wall. Nick Alton going to run to the back of Corey Williams. And then here comes Winston Rivers. He plows into it. Daniel Day, Steve Gonzalez barely able to avoid. Kyle Miller runs into the back of Rivers, and then Austin Weiner runs into the back of the 21. So there were more drivers involved in that one. Battle on for third over in Division 2. Joshua Michaels now making his way towards the front, bypassing Bob Jones. Got Nathan Ormond right behind him as Christopher Pierce leads the way. Meanwhile, battle on for the lead going on there in Division 3, and apparently we had some more follow-up wrecking in Division 1. That's Brendan Berg getting turned by, I believe that was Caleb Farrell, up and into Michael Norman. And those two going to spin. There was something else further up that happens. It looks like it involved Austin Talley. We'll see if we can find out what that is in a minute. But a good battle's going on here in Divisions 2 and 3. Actually, the caution flag's going to kind of null and void that battle in Division 2. But Stephanie Gardner all over the back bumper of James Qualls in Division 3, as it looks like Lyndon Wright is the reason for the other caution in Division 2. And there you just see right there, Alan Cavanaro and Austin Talley were the two that got together there in the follow-up wreck in Division 1. So we had a lot of different things take place in Division 1 caution. Number of drivers involved, and probably about maybe 8 to 10 drivers in about 4 or 5 different incidents between turns 2 and 4. Battle on for the lead, though. Stephanie Gardner going to take it away from James Qualls. Chris Dollarton, nice run there through that corner. He may make it move for the lead here in turn 1. Here he comes. Chris Dollarton out of Michael Norman Motorsports wants to get an M&M driver to victory lane for the first time this season. Sean Henley right there with him. Henley got a good run down the back straightaway. Here he comes 3 wide for the lead. As you look in Division 2, looks like Danny Wells, Lyndon Wright. They were the two that got together there. And then Lyndon, boy, Lyndon's not happy with anybody tonight. He came right back up into Danny Wells. Kyle Corbett going to get a piece of that as well. Saw Lyndon Wright get into it with Mason Powers. Now gets into it with Danny Wells, our winner from last week. And Sean Henley now the leader in Division 3. As a matter of fact, it's going to be 3 to go, and those guys hit the stripe. Restart for Division 1 on lap 23 of 34, so they still got a ways to go. Same deal for the drivers of Division 2 as Henley. 3 more laps to go here in Division 3. Look at Tim Walsh up there in Division 1. Dive way down, put McCrory and Ben Braley in a 3-wide situation on that restart. Strong power move by the 5-Hour Energy Toyota out of Gibbs Waltrip Mayonnaise Racing. Green flag back out in Division 2 as well. Right now, Sean Henley enjoying the view as he's got about maybe a 5-6 car length advantage between himself and the second place car of James Qualls. 2 laps to go for Henley. Now his teammate Danny Wells went to victory lane last week at Rockingham, UK. Henley trying to become the second Tweenix Racing driver to win this season. And unless a caution happens, I think Henley's home free. James Qualls not really closing up the gap at all. Actually, a caution flag would help Henley too. Whoa, 1 car on the apron there in Division 1. I couldn't tell who it was, but the caution flag is out anyway. Once again in Division 1, Tim Walsh leading the way. But Sean Henley. Oh, Levi McIntyre. Trouble for the points leader. Had to make an unscheduled pit stop. Looks like Ty Dent was the reason for the caution in Division 1, but Levi McIntyre, this is going to kill his points lead now, as Sean Henley is going to come through the final few corners here, out of 4 for the final time. Sean Henley picks up his first win of Season 9, winning Division 3 here at Texas. So we got 1 winner in the books already. James McLeod coming to pit road along with Ty Dent in Division 1. Battle on for the lead, though, in Division 2. Teammates out of RGE BMW Racing. Christopher Pierce in the 07, Joshua Michaels in the 04. That battle raging on here with a total of 4 more laps to go. As we look at a replay of the incident in Division 1, they were 4 wide. You can't do 4 wide here. That's not going to work. That was Noah Hart, Cittadino, Johnny Gardner, and Zeke Marley all in that. And Zeke Marley gets turned up off the nose of Gardner, up into Cavanaro. Citadino going to get collected in that. There's where McLeod gets involved. And you just can watch that replay, because I'm going to follow this battle in Division 2 between Joshua Michaels and Christopher Pierce. Division 3 race is over. Sean Henley is the winner of that event, but we still have 2 more divisions here to finish off and see who's going to be winning those races. Michaels still side by side with Christopher Pierce. Pierce getting a good run out of the corners of 4 and 2. At the line, it's 2 more laps to go. And look at this. This battle side by side between the 2 teammates has brought James Shelley, Bob Jones, Lisa Gonzalez, Cole Daly, all up here into the mix, into the hunt. Nick Pericles as well. Slow car of Mason Powers right here holding everybody up here. Michaels, make that James Shelley. They got to find a way around, and now here comes Michaels. He'll get to the inside and go to the point. White flag has been displayed for the 04 Doctor Who BMW of Joshua Michaels. Tally into second. Why do I keep saying Tally? Shelley into second. Gonzalez to third. Pericles to fourth, and now Bella Davis has just cracked the top 5. As they come through turns 3 and 4, can James Shelley make a move, or will Joshua Michaels go to victory lane? Looks like it's going to be the BMW M3 of Joshua Michaels. He's going to win Division 2 here at Texas Motor Speedway. That's Joshua Michaels, I believe, 3rd career victory in the Snickers Cup Series. What a win for him. His 2nd win since being with the BMW team. So now we know Sean Henley wins Division 3. Joshua Michaels wins Division 2. Battle is going to happen now for Division 1. Tim Walsh leading the way. Trevor Gelfie in 2nd. Jackson 3rd. Ben Braley 4th. Matthew Dalio in the 5th position. That restart with a total of, I believe it was, 6 laps to go. You know, we've actually not had a rookie win a race yet this season. All races this season have been won by veterans, or at least by non-rookie drivers. Levi McIntyre winning at Daytona, Breton, Danny Wells and Tanner Sullivan winning at Rockingham UK, and so far here at Texas, Joshua Michaels and Sean Henley, both of whom were former Snickers Cup Series chasers last season. Michaels making the chase last season with a win at Infineon. Henley making the chase last season with a win at Coca-Cola. There's a battle for 2nd between a couple of Toyotas. Ben Braley in the 59, Charles Jackson in the 54. Jack Kearney coming into the mix now, as well as Anthony McCrory and Joshua Balkowitz. But right now, it's quite a gap between themselves and Tim Walsh. Walsh just enjoying the view right now. It's a long ways back to this raging battle for 2nd place. If anybody's going to catch Tim Walsh and pass him, they got to get out of that battle for 2nd place. Start concentrating on running fast laps to be able to reel in the 5-Hour Energy Toyota. But right now, time is very quickly running out. It'll be 2 to go next time by. It looks like Ben Braley has finally been able to get out of that 2nd place battle, as he'll now try going to work on running down Tim Walsh. If Ben Braley can get there, Braley will be the first rookie winner this season in Snickers Cup. But Tim Walsh, he wants to get back to victory lane. Tim Walsh, it's been a couple of seasons since we've seen him back in a Snickers Cup Series ride, and how would it be for him and the Gibbs Waltrip Mayonnaise Racing team to be able to go to victory lane here in only the 3rd race of the season. We talked about how last season Toyota did not have any victories except for Kyle Corbett's win at Homestead Miami Speedway. They really were not a factor. Well, Connor Breton's already gotten Toyota to victory lane here with a win last week at Rockingham UK. Tim Walsh would like to be the 2nd as the white flag is displayed for Tim Walsh. Ben Braley still doing all he can to run down the leader, but he may have run out of time. Through turns 3 and 4, they're going to head. It's Tim Walsh, Ben Braley, then it's Caleb Farrell up to 3rd, Joshua Balkowitz 4th. Battle's going to happen for 2nd. That's going to give the lead and the win over to Tim Walsh. He's going to win the Division 1 race here at Texas Motor Speedway. Just came up on the slower car of Harrison Langford. That could have been trouble. had they encountered that machine a little bit earlier on that final lap. So it is over here at Texas. Tim Walsh wins Division 1, Joshua Michaels wins Division 2, and Sean Henley wins Division 3. And right now, we have 7 slots that have been taken for this season's chase for the championship as of right now. It doesn't mean they are guaranteed the spots, but as of right now, they have at least put themselves in the running for a spot in this season's chase for the championship, and that is Levi McIntyre, Tanner Sullivan, Danny Wells, Connor Breton, Tim Walsh, Sean Henley, and Joshua Michaels. Whether all 7 of those drivers will actually be in the chase hunt, we won't find that out until after the final regular season race here in Snickers Cup. But what a race. All 3 divisions putting on great shows here. We had quite a bit of caution-filled races here. Took us a while to get Division 2 over with, and the same here with Division 1. Division 3, they went green after I think it was their second caution and never had another yellow flag, so they were able to get done with theirs pretty quickly. But this race is over. We hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you guys next week for our next races. You've been watching a production of the NNSCRA, offline racing at its best. Goodbye, everybody.